Welcome back to more Summoner's War Monster Strategies. Today we're going to be looking at the Light Howl known as Shushu. Shushu is the only other howl, aside from Lulu, that actually has pretty decent use because she does have pretty good skills. She really does. Her second and third skills combined. They are able to compete with Lulu, but eventually she's also a monster that is really not well seen in the end game because there are other similar monsters that just simply outshine her. But anyway, let's talk about the stats as a level 46 star. So they are as follows: 9,060 HP, 450 attack, 593 defense, and 99 speed. So as you can see, she is actually somewhat tanky. I mean, she might actually be the most tanky howl in the entire game, because if I'm looking at the other stats here, of the other four, she has the most HP, and she has, I believe, the second most defense. So with that, yes, her stats, I would say, are probably the best in terms of tankiness, because her attack stat is actually significantly lower than any other howl, but that means her defense is pretty up there, So that's pretty interesting, it really is. Now let's talk about the skills. So as far as the skills go, the first one is Attack, which says, attacks the targeted enemy and increases your attack bar by 30%. The second one says Dispel, removes all of the harmful effects on you and the target ally, and recovers 20% of your HP. And the third one recovers the HP of all allies by 20% and recovers the ally with the lowest HP by 20% one more time. So the second one is an interesting move because it can remove all harmful effects of yourself and on one more ally, and heal 20% of your own HP. Not exactly a team heal, only herself, but it's a nice, it can remove debuffs. The third one, though, is a pretty good team heal, because it's 20% of everyone plus 20% one more time for one other monster. So let's talk about the runes now. As far as the runes go, the best way I was able to find was to go all energy. Now, you could probably go with the Swift, but the thing is, Shushu is it's a bit more vital to make her even more tanky, so I guess 2 more sets of energy would probably, it would give you 30% more HP, thus quite a bit more tankiness compared to Speed, Swift, and in this situation it seems that maybe, just maybe, it might not be the best idea, although you could if you want to, Swift energy or all energy, whatever. And in slot 2, Speed or HP, slot 4 HP, slot 6 HP, this combination will make her fast and tanky. You can sacrifice more speed for more tankiness, or vice versa, so it's really up to you however you want to do it. There really isn't a one way or another that's extremely inferior to the other, so it's your choice. As far as substats go, focus on those 2 stats once again, HP and speed, because they're going to be the most vital stats for her. Alright, so that is Shushu. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap once again, because I was not too clear in the very beginning. So, Shushu is a monster that is very good early to mid game. Eventually, just like Lulu though, she is not extremely well used. The main reason is this. Okay, Belladon is a light monster. Shushu is a light monster. Belladon can heal 30% of every single ally. Shushu heals 20% and then 20% one more time for one ally. So what's better? Consistent 30% to everyone, or 20% to everyone plus one other monster, 20% more. On top of that, Belladon can actually, improve the attack bar with that same move. On top of that, even further, Belladon can remove all debuffs on one enemy, which is actually a very detrimental skill, whereas Shushu cannot. Instead, it's a removing or cleansing yourself, you and one other ally, which is not an AoE, cleansing for you, like for your team, which is unfortunate, unlike Konamiya, That's why Konamiya is so good. So, those are the few problems. Now, compared to Lulu, some people will say that Lulu's skills are slightly superior to Shushu, and I would have to agree with that. But, here's the thing. Shushu's a light monster. So the advantage that Shushu has over Lulu is that she's a light monster. In this game, it is better to be a light monster than a water monster, because as a light you have no true weakness, instead you counteract dark. But as a water, you do run into some problems, unfortunately. You really do. So it really depends. Do you want slightly superior skills, or would you want the light element early in the game? Because having a light elemental early in the game, a light element monster, is actually very good. It's convenient. But again, eventually you'll get Belladon and other light healers like Amin, which are much more superior. So you're going to end up not using Shushu, and maybe one day she will be food. But As far as keeping her until the end, I mean, I looked at the monster debate or online for forums, it's very rare to see that, and it's very rare to actually make it, very effective to actually do that. So, I mean, it just depends. I would recommend not 6-starring her because she's not worth it. But again, I never want to flat out say never ever do it because you never know when a good strategy can actually arise on a monster. Anyway, if you have any recommendations, go ahead and leave a comment, because I am sure that people would appreciate seeing a different rune recommendation than what I gave, or feel free to agree or disagree with the rune recommendation that I used. So yeah, thank you for watching, goodbye everybody, and until next time.